Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard.
Aiden's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Wall passes to George. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Johnson left side. Booker in the corner. Shoots the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Johnson sends the screen for Booker. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up. Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Booker in the corner. Takes it inside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3 for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Wall in the corner. George with it. From the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wall finds Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
He hits both from the stripe.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now Wall, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Booker. And Leonard gets it to go.
That's great touch from the swing man as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Ball against Wall. Booker in the post. Bridges misses.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Los Angeles leading by 4. All with it. Chris Paul covering. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Booker against George. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, George with it. Fires the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris kicks to George. Pass to Zubats. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Leonard with the steal. And the dunk by Zubats.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Ayton, a screen on George. No good from Booker. Los Angeles leading by 5, and it's George finishing it off.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Clippers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. George against Booker. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Booker the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead step. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers, and they're capitalizing on them.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Now, here is George. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Clock at 4. This one for 3. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 14 points for the game.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Takes it out to Booker. And he drives in. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Ball against Wall. In the corner, George with it. Takes it out to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Bridges. Leonard, no luck.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Wall. After Mikal Bridges' bucket. Wall passes to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. This ball grabs the miss. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. 8-point game.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Now here's Wall. Goes back up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The kick out to Wall. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And the Clippers lead by 10. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
George, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Paul looking around. Ayton trying to break free. Bridges misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns call time.
Here comes the T-shirts, everyone. Who wants one?
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Booker against George. To the middle. Bridges finds Paul. Ayton trying to break free. The layup off target. Clippers leading by 12. Kicks it out to Leonard. George against Paul. George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. The tray. Bridges with some nice defense.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And Johnson drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now, here is George. 14 points for him. Leonard sets a screen for George. Shoots it. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
16. The Clippers, 26.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Powell in at the 3. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Suns trail by 10. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
First team foul.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Now, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Paul against Wall. Paul kicks to Bridges. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharch is checked in for 8. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Damian Lee is checked in for Bridges. And Washington subbed in for Paul. Landry Shamit's checked in for Phoenix. Passes to Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Leonard's got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, here's Shannon. The drive by Lee. 80 that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 13. Sharch with it. Leonard picks him up. And a wide open look for Lee. No good on the triple. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Wall's running.
Dwayne Washington Jr. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And the Clippers have possession. Leonard with no one around. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Sharch finds Washington. There's Lee with the 3. The rebound by Paul George.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Now George, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's George, and there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Leonard. He's got 16. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Washington. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to Sharch. Trying to get something going, and it's good on the way in.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
The pass to Kennard. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Batum. Back to Kennard. Makes it off the glass.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Crowder a screen on Jackson. And here's Washington outside. Here's Crowder out to Lee. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Washington missing. Clippers leading by 23. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And Jackson good in transition. I love the hustle on that play.
Washington against Jackson. Lee outside. Pass to Saric. Shoots over Covington. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Kicks it out to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Powell the pass to Jackson. It's a hand on it, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got his first points in this one.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
Batum inside the three-point line. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been at.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, youth dance.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Washington, Lee out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Saric, and it's Shamet in at the 2. Washington against Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Batum. The Clippers get another chance here. Jackson up top. He's covered by Washington. Batum with the 3. Offensive rebound. Covington dishes to Batum. There's Jackson with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Crowder from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And Crowder is capable from out there.
Jackson looking around. Covington with it. Now guarded by Saric. Covington kicks to Jackson. Back to Covington. The dish to Jackson. Three-pointer. A rebound by Washington. And for the Suns, they're shooting the ball poorly. Just 28%. And it's Shamet missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Batum. Powell against Washington. Right side, Batum. Powell for 3. Saric grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Washington outside. And the Suns get it back. Pass to Crowder. The three-pointer no good. Los Angeles leading by 22. Launches it. No good that time. Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Connects from three-point range.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Batum, good.
Good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Shamet from deep. And Saric kicks to Washington. Here's Shamet. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. There's Lee with the 3. That shot no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Foul, that's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Got a piece of it. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And here's Los Angeles. And here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Washington with it from deep. That one doesn't go. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A reason. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
go.
So the Clippers win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Towns gets the bucket.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Leonard against Towns. To the inside. Gobert. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Wall against Russell.
Did you see that? Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Wall against Russell. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Outside Edwards. Great open look there.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. For 3, George knocks it down from distance.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Russell. Here's Prince. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. George with it. Prince is there. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without...
Oh! Get you some!
Show us some power!
Nice!
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Ball against Russell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Edwards finds Russell. There's the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, what courage from Russell. Going up and getting his shot, all while being fouled.
Free throw is good from Russell. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Shot clock at 6. Morris sets a screen. Leonard passes to Morris, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Wall against Russell. Outside Edwards for three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Leonard outside. George against Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Prince. To the paint. Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Shot on the wing. They get it back, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Leonard. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3. Leonard passes to Zubac. Leonard outside. George outside. Clock at 6. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 8. Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Outside Edwards. And stolen by Leonard. Doubled by Russell. Morris passes to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Outside Edwards. Wall against Russell. Pass to Edwards. Tipped. Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Now George. Knocked away. Back to Morris. Up top, George. Guarded by Edwards. George, his shot is good. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Pass to Prince. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. George outside. Leonard with a screen on Russell. George for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
George for three, and the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 16 points now.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
BA, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit, but if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Leonard outside, 3 on the clock. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this game. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
George outside. 19 seconds left in the first half. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Basket counts.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves
23.
Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. It's Powell, high post. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank. Nice deflection there, really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Pass to Noel. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jackson outside. Driving in, and the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's McLaughlin, pass to Noel from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Jackson outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Pushing the tempo and the pace, Reggie Jackson forcing the defender's hand.
And he's good on the second. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Now Anderson. Here's Noel. Offensive rebound. Reed. Second chance effort, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves,
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Jackson on the wing. Kennard outside. The 3 is up. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. They lead by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to Reed, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Minnesota basketball.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard.
I like when Kennard hustles on D. He's capable of making a difference on that end.
Pass to Batum. Back to Kennard. Picked by Covington. And he's going for the oop here.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Prince. Towns for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers trail. A minute 4 left to play in the third. A shot from the high post. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Knocked loose. In transition, here come the Clippers. Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
And he drops the first.
Torian Prince. Shooting.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Edwards against George. Here's Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got 6 points.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 5. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. So for Minnesota right now, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. At the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Here's Edwards. Russell to pass to Towns. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards against George. And Edwards slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Gobert, that's good. Gobert's got his first basket.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. George, a deep three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Out to Leonard for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
There's the response. Kawhi rarely changes expression, but you know what he's thinking. I got your back.
Wall against Russell. Oh, Morris with a steal. George outside. Morris outside. Back to George. It's blocked by Gobert.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
Here's Prince. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. George against Edwards. Out to Leonard. Let's go with a three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Towns is screen on George. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a three of their own.
George passes to Leonard. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. A minute 6 left in the final quarter. Wall on the take. Here's Morris. Back to Wall. Now here's Zubac. Morris outside. George with it. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George for three. Prince grabs the miss. And here's Minnesota now. 6-point game. Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Prince with the bucket. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
George for three. That one doesn't drop. Here's Prince. George defending. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They
while limiting turnovers.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way.
Here we go.
Thank you, David. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Al Russell looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And taken away by Johnson. Bridges outside. Offline with his three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
You know what makes Towns so dangerous in transition? He can beat you with the shot, or he can beat you at the rim.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Booker's shot is good.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Paul outside. Booker with a deep three. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Russell inside, defended by Paul. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Booker. Bridges outside. Off target from three-point range. And the Timberwolves with possession. Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Booker against Edwards. Takes a three. No good from Booker. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Al Russell after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Gobert, and Gobert throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And the rejection by Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
.130 left in the first. Edwards with it. Inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Suns trail by 9. Paul outside. And a deep three from Booker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ayton. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one fast break. Here's Towns. Bridges with the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Can't throw it down with one hand.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
The Timberwolves made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And stolen by Russell. For 3, Edwards. That shot is off. Here's Johnson.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
It's been all about Carl And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here is Russell. The Suns getting the bucket. Outside Edwards. And the shot is long. Suns trail by 11. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. These are guys we had. I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And so here's Phoenix after the basket by Minnesota.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Johnson, a wide open look, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Now here's Booker. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. That one goes in. 7 points for Johnson.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here is Russell. Prince finds Russell. Towns in the corner. No good with the triple. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 10. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Here's Russell. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Edwards, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Booker, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
From deep, Prince. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Bridges. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Russell. Outside, Edwards. 5 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker the pass to Ayton. A shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort. Russell against Paul. Here's Edwards. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. Jacks up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Russell from long range drills the three-pointer. Russell's got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Johnson outside. Back to Paul. It's deflected to the paint. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell kicks to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the end. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Andrew Shamet is out there with Payne. Then there's Šarić. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Lee in at the small forward. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. McDaniels up top. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the three. Suns trail by 11. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Shamet. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves shooting with confidence. 50% from the field so far. Here's Šarić. Great pass to set up the layup.
Šarić knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. The kick out to Anderson. McDaniels in the post. Working on Lee. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Passes it to Lee. Stolen by Anderson. He's got a clear path. Here's Noel. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
It's stolen. Sharich against Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Lets it go from deep. Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 13. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The pass to Noel.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Noel's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Lee. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Shot clock at 6. Phoenix, no good that time either.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. 52 seconds left in the third. Russell against Paul. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's stolen by Edwards. Outside Russell. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good. Russell's got 8 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And it's Paul penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Russell. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. He kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. And a deep 3 from Booker. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's tipped. Russell kicks to Towns. They get it back. Out to Edwards. Oh, Russell in position. Prince against Booker. Johnson left side. Oh, here's Edwards. D right on him. Kicks it out to Prince. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, Phoenix shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Towns with the steal. Deflects the pass. Booker with it. Now guarded by Towns. And he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Good on both.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Booker's shot is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Another miss by Minnesota. Suns trail by 20 and stolen by Russell. Prince in the corner. Towns, the pass to Gobert. The layup missed. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Edwards can't hit.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go. Oh, I love that dish down low.
Minnesota leading by 15. Outside, Russell. Atop the key, Prince. Clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. Over Johnson. No good again that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you've got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're ahead by 10. 1:46 left in the fourth. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Booker with no one around. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Johnson with a screen on Russell. No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 14. Edwards dishes to Russell. Out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Count that bucket. And that's now 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Minnesota.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Out to Russell. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Fast break, here come the Suns. Towns with the steal. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Prince finds Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Towns with the steal. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. It's stolen by Leonard. All by himself. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Yeah, the claw strikes again. Leonard snatches the ball and quickly ignites the break.
Booker against George. Now here's Booker. He's closely guarded. That shot missing. Wall against Paul. Out to Leonard. Crowder with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. George with a steal. Leonard with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the claw. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands. Just throws it down.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Here's Zubac. The shot that time not on target. Ayton with the defensive effort. And Ayton with the stuff.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
George against Booker. Out to Leonard. Back to George. 4-3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Outside Booker. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Booker against George. And the jam by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
Crowder against Morris. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. 1:49 left to play in the first.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers. And that one falls for Wall.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Now here's Booker. George with a steal. Right side Wall. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Booker no good. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's the 3 from Paul. Counted from distance.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Booker against George. The three is up. Sinks it from distance. George has got 8.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns get another 3.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
George, a screen on Paul. Wall, the pass to George. From outside, off the mark. Unable to get that one. And so it's Los Angeles with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. Plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Paul against Wall. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Leonard's got 9.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
It's stolen by Leonard. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Nice shot by George.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
From deep three-point range. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Crowder. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Kicks it to George. Six to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. A nice shot by Zubats.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
To the wing, right side. They need this. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Booker. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. He's got 11.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Out to Leonard. Leonard, double team. George passes to Leonard. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Pass to Bridges. And stolen by Leonard. Wall against Booker. Now here's George. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. They get it back. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 13 now.
Nice hustle from George on the glass, making an effort to keep the play alive and get the conversion.
Pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jails.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Wall against Paul. Crowder outside. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. The offensive rebound. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. And so it's Los Angeles. They have it. Thanks very much, Alec. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Johnson and Sharich at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. Here's Payne. Pass to Sharich. And Sharich throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Now here's George. He's got 15. Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 12.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Here's Shamet. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Here's Shamet. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3 and counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Payne against Wall. He takes it in. Out to Leonard. The 3. The Suns clear it. And here's Payne. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And it's good for 2.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Outside Johnson. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Šarić. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Powell, a screen on Payne. Out to Powell. And here's Kennard. From the wing. Rebounded by Johnson.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
The campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skills. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
Kennard finds Batum. Covington, a screen on Johnson. Here's Kennard. No good on the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Batum, left side. Pass to Covington. Takes the three. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Johnson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Up top, Jackson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 14.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Pass to Lee. And it's the Clippers on the break. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Batum outside. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Takes a three. They get it again. Powell passes to Kennard. Back to Powell. Kennard outside. Launches it. The shot misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things have happened. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in 04. And look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Booker with it. Oh, Covington with a block. They retain possession. Inside. Second shot opportunity. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Jackson against Paul. Kicks it out to Kennard. Covington inside. He's against Ayton. Jackson can't get it to go. And Phoenix shooting about 43% on this one. Pass to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Now Jackson. Here's Kennard. Powell outside. Jacks up a three. He buries it from three. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Jackson. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Covington. Jackson with a screen on Ayton. 5 to shoot. Here's Powell. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Here's Crowder. And the deficit down inside single digits. Crowder's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Ball against Jackson. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's tipped. Stolen by Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball against Wall. Here's Ayton. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. Knocks it loose. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Wall. Okay, knockout. Wow. And he jams it home with authority.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
It's stolen by Wall. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Booker against George. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Leonard with a screen on Booker. George passes to Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half.
Oh, from long range.
What a shot.
You can't guard that. That is unguardable.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Clippers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. George against Booker. Leonard with a screen on Booker. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Morris. So the Clippers win it. Even early on in this game. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for
similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Now, here is Russell. Inside. And the layup falls. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell with it. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Russell. It's stolen by Wall. And now the Clippers on the break. Knocked loose. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now, here is Russell. Has to Gobert. From deep three-point range. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Gobert. Russell's got 5 now. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. 6 to shoot. Over Prince. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
Ball taking his time here. Out to Morris from outside the arc. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Russell against Wall. Outside Edwards. Driving inside. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Russell against Wall. A 3 from Leonard. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. A 3. Wall grabs the board. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Morris with the bucket.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Russell against Wall. The pass to Towns. Back to Russell. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Wall finds Morris. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. Out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris with a screen on Prince. Leonard with no one around. And that one hits back iron. Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. For 3, Edwards gets the 3-pointer to fall.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
Outside, George. Fires the three. Trains it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Russell kicks to Prince. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
But just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Just 3 to shoot, and here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures. Well, what a job, punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
George looking over the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more. That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Out to the wing. It's stolen by Gobert. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Russell dishes to Towns from deep. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Takes the 3. Edwards can't hit. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. George up top. He's got 7. 1:30 left in the first half. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Leonard against Prince. Towns for 3. Wall grabs the board. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Towns with the steal. Now, here is Russell. He has 5. Passes to Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Morris outside. And it's Wall. That time the assist by Morris. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
John Wall is assertive when he touches the paint. This guy always capable of doing damage inside.
Prince outside. Back to Russell. Kicks to Prince. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now Wall. Zubac finds Wall. Pass to Leonard from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Paul George with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead. They're up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. Kennard with the ball. Hangs in the air, and the layup good by Batum.
Well, 2 things working in Batum's favor right there. He's got a great sense for positioning. He's also got size and length.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. And here is McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson sinks it from just inside the baseline. Anderson's got his first points of the game. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Takes it out to Covington. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Anderson against Kennard. Pass to Noel. Batum with the steal. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And that one drops for him. Batum's got his second bucket.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum for when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
4 on the shot clock. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 4. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Powell on the wing. Kennard for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Kicks it out to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. Outside for Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota shooting 47%, pretty solid. The pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Anderson for the lead. And it's rebounded by Covington. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half in 2 of 8.
Yeah, high IQ for Batum. Leak out, sprint early, get there ahead of the defense.
Here's McLaughlin. Kennard covering. Good. That one on target from Noel.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Jackson looking it over. Poked away. One-on-one fast break. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. From deep, George, and he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 10.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Edwards with the screen. Russell kicks to Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Zubac finds Morris. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. No good on that one. Outside Russell. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Passes it to George. Here's the 3. The Clippers rebound. Leonard kicks to George. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Prince outside. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Outside Leonard. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Towns wide open. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Leonard, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Ball against Russell. Outside Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. The Timberwolves need to get a shot out here. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here is Los Angeles now. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. At the elbow, it's George. Outside Leonard from past the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Towns. And here's Gobert. Zubac's defending. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
1:53 left in the game. Back to Wall. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 5. For 3, Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George with the shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Prince up top. Lets it fly. That's a 2 from Towns. Second chance effort with 1 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Ball against Russell. And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Prince wide open. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot. And it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top. Thank you, David. Great.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun. D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Booker with a screen on Russell. Outside Booker, three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Knocks down the triple.
Anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Phoenix on D. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 11 points.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Outside Booker from downtown. Rebound Minnesota. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. The three. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Bridges misses. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Towns. From deep. The shot off that time.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Russell. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Out to the right wing. Beyond the arc.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Edwards against Booker. Buries it from 3. 12 points for him.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. To the left side wing. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Out to Bridges. Goes back up. Pass to Crowder. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Outside Russell. Throws it up high. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. That'll count. And that's not going to go. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Pass to Towns from deep 3-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Russell against Paul. Edwards for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And he gets it to go. Booker's got 23 points.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Launches a three. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Crowder with the jam.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Out to the wing. Here's Prince. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Back to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Paul passes to Booker. Crowder outside. Shakes it. Crafty move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. He's covered by Ayton. Towns with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Here's Booker. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
And here's Russell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Here's Booker. The kick out to Paul. Over Russell. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mikal Bridges.
D'Angelo forcing the issue right there, trying to find a way to draw contact.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Up top, Booker, guarded by Edwards. Outside Booker. Deflected. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Crowder against Towns. Pass to Prince from outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Crowder. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Crowder just keeps coming at you. He's pretty relentless. He will score. He definitely rebounds. And he for sure defends at an impressive level.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas to correct moving forward. What have you seen so far?
We had a few breakdowns on defense. We got to recognize personnel. We've given up a few open shots to guys we've talked.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Reed finds McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Daniels. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. And it's McLaughlin missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
That's tipped. Here's Lee. Anderson covers. Lee misses.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but it's like plenty of room.
Here's McDaniels. Money from 17 feet out. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Shamet. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, B.A., I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. You won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Shamet, and he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Anderson.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Offensive board, Reed. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Noel to the paint. Kicks it out to Anderson. Over to the wing. Tries again. And it's McLaughlin missing. Ooh, poked away. The Suns trailing. Pass to Saric. Johnson inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. 3 minutes minutes gone now in the third quarter. Reed, good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Charge against Reed. Payne drives. Soft touch off the glass.
Payne, one of those guys like a water bug, just slippery on the inside, and you can't find him.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Pass to McLaughlin. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. McLaughlin's got 5.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Johnson against Anderson. The 3-ball. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
That free throw misses. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. He's off on the second. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
Timberwolves foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Back to Booker. This one for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And Russell is subbed in for McLaughlin.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Timeout.
And the Suns call time here.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And he lobs it up. Just 5 on the clock. And now the Suns fast break. Back to Booker. Shoots it from the high post. And he knocks the jumper down. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
How smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
Russell from outside, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day?
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota in the lead. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Towns passes to Reed. Stolen by Bridges. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Minnesota calls time here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball and take our time and play D, this game is ours.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Booker for three. Connects from downtown. And he's got 28 now.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Edwards against Booker. And he's going for the lob. Pass to Aiden. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Ball against Russell. Towns for three. Fires in the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Paul passes to Aiden. Misses from short range. And here's Minnesota now. Edwards for three. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Edwards, right wing. Towns with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Prince. And they'll get another chance. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. Stolen by Ayton. The three. He drops it from range. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Really left him alone that time.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
On the wing, Crowder. Pulls up. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Booker fires from way outside. Another three for Phoenix.
Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
1:51 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Edwards a screen on Paul. Fires from deep. That shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. And there's a 3-second violation. Phoenix has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. Outside Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Towns with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For 3, Booker. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota with the ball. 8-point game. And stolen by Booker. From outside the arc. Kept alive.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the 4th. Now the Timberwolves with it. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Outside Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Ayton. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 5. 1 second left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
That's the end of the game.
And so it's Minnesota with the double. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So